Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time on my channel, thank you for stopping by. My name is Adel West, and today I will be sharing my K1 visa interview experience with you guys. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Let's get started. So, as some of you might know, the K1 visa, also known as the fiancé visa, allows a foreign fiancé of US citizen to enter the United States and get married within 90 days. The interview is one of the most crucial parts of the process. It can be quite stressful, but let me walk you through my experience. Listing preparation is key. I started by gathering all the necessary documents. This included our original I-129F petition, proof of relationship, like photos, chat logs, flight itinerary or travel itineraries, what else? Financial document to show that my fiancé could support me. I made sure I organized everything in a neat binder. So make sure you stay organized. I also practiced some common interview questions with my fiancé. Questions like, how did you meet? When did you get engaged? What are your wedding plans? It's important to answer these questions honestly and confidently. Please be honest. The big day arrived. I made sure to dress professionally. I arrived at the embassy at about 30 minutes early. The security check was similar to an airport, so don't bring any prohibited items. After the security check, I waited in the waiting area until my number was called. I was super nervous, but I kept reminding myself to stay calm and collected. Let me tell you something. You are going to be nervous, but that's okay. Stay calm and breathe. Take a very deep breath in and out. You're going to be fine. When my number was called, I went to the first interview window. The officer was friendly. I gave him a document and he looked through our document. And the first question he asked me was, have I ever been married? I said, no, officer, I've never been married. He then asked me for my address. I gave him the address. He then looked at my son and looked at me. I think he was trying to look for the resemblance, which is normal. And then he asked my son, who do you live with? My son responded. He asked my son for our address. My son responded. And I was told to go back to the seat and wait for my number to be called again. So while I was waiting for my number to be called again, after 30 to 35 minutes, my number was called. Now the real interview. I stood up and I went straight to the second interview window. At first my chest was like, but I kept telling myself, no, I got this, no, I got this. When I got to the interview window, the officer wasn't smiling. He just said, hello, sir. I said, hello. I said, are you Mr. Elijah? I said, yeah, that's my name. And he asked for my full name. I gave him my full name. Then he told me to raise up my right hand. Was it my right hand or left hand? He told me to raise up my hand for an oath. So we took an oath. Basically saying, whatever I say here today is nothing but the truth. So after the oath, the interview begins. He started with my son. So he then asked my son what his name was, how old is he? My son responded, and then he asked me, what is my fiance's name? I responded. The second question, where do your fiance live? I responded. The third question, where did you and your fiance met? Which I responded. The fourth question was, when is the last time we saw each other? I responded. The fifth question, what do you like about your fiancé? Of which I responded. The sixth question now, do your fiancé live alone? Do your fiancé live alone? I responded. The seventh question, where do your fiancé work? If you truly know your fiancé, you should know all this information about your fiancé. I responded to that question. The last but not the least, do your fiancé live in a house, an apartment, or a condo? You want to be very careful on how you answer this question because houses in America are of different types. They have houses, they have apartments, and they have condos. So make sure you ask your partner before going for this interview. So I answered all these questions honestly. So be honest and stay confident. So while this back and forth was going on, the consular was looking at the screen, he was typing at the same time going through my documents. Is my visa approved or rejected? In my next video, I'm going to be talking about my visa outcome, advice, and tips. Follow me on Instagram at Elijah Akintale. If you find this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. See you on the very next one. Peace.